From the subversion of love at first sight cliches to memories of home being expressed like memories with a lover, it was amazing to see how her relationship with the idea of home has grown with time.
I completely agree. Speaking of growing with time, our next performer, Lee Young-hyun, will be showing us a mother's point of view as she witnesses her child grow up, grow apart, and finally letting go with another slam poem entitled From Home.
As we all live away from home for most of the year, I think we might receive some insight from this.
Let's all give it up for Young-hyun!
I'm sorry. You said that we memorized everything and now I'm reading from my phone. So, I don't think this is a poem. I think it's a cringy letter from a mother to a daughter. I actually got the inspiration from Netflix's Stranger Things. Woo! Woo! Well, with so many cool parents with letting go of your child issues in that show. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go see that show right now. Got good taste. At some point in our high school lives, I think many of us, if not all, daydream about leaving home, going far away, maybe a trip with your friends, college abroad, or your very own apartment, independent and free. I'm shivering. Maybe we'll even make a new home for ourselves, just for us, but that doesn't mean you'll be seeing your parents again. It's far from that. So let's just say that this is a letter from the woman who were on the end of the phone when we were crying from a failed exam, when we were breaking down of school and friends, and cheered us up when we wanted to quit everything. My dearest, bags have been packed, books have been sent, boxes have been closed and taped. Farewells were exchanged, tears were wept, and hugs have been passed around. Everything was set the best they could be, and I sat awake. My dear, I sat awake that night thinking, remembering, missing the child who had screamed into the world, face beat red and furious, the child who had sent me to hell and back, the child who, upon my touch, grew instantly quiet and smiled. The child who grew into a pig-tailed, gap-toothed kid, laughing at the world and its antiques and trying to make you fall and hold you down. You got your fair share of abuse, sure, but the world never got to hold you down. You, the kid with the bright eyes and wide smile, you who would bring back drawings for your mother from school, you who would snuggle up beside me every night to drift off, you, the kid who grew into a headstrong, stormy-eyed girl. The girl was different. She had friends with whom she spent hours on the phone with. She wore clothes I don't remember buying her. She wanted allowances. She didn't want me picking her up or driving her anywhere. She insisted that she could do every single thing by herself, yet she never helped with the dishes. She snapped and fought with me. She argued and cried and screamed and slammed the door, and foolishly, I did exactly the same. And baby, those are the times I regret the most. Now that before my eyes I see that the girl has become a woman. That the girl is never going to go back into my room after we tore each other apart. The kid won't be snuggling in my bed, stealing all the covers and kicking it all off again. The child won't be looking up at me, eyes filled with that big curiosity, unguarded, vulnerable, leaning your whole weight on me. Because My dear, somehow along the way you have learned to stand on your own. Somehow you have been carefully arranging your wings just so in a way that you can fly long and high. You have always been my child, my kid, my girl, my baby. Now, my dear, I see that you have become your own woman. Forgive me, my dear, if I feel a little betrayed. Tomorrow, you'll be walking away from this house where you grew into a proud, strong creature ready to step outside, this house with chandeliers of memories that sparkled from the light of your smile, this house that does not fit you anymore, like that dress we found that you grew out of last summer. That day I had shed many a tear in the shower. But today is a happy day, and I'm happy for you. When you leave, baby, don't you ever look back. Don't ever look back, doubting if I'll be there, because I'll always be there. I've always been there, and don't you ever doubt that you'll always have a home here. I love you, baby. I always will. September 21st, 2021. Love.